Alrighty, welcome. Let's start with a quick sound check. Okay. Testing. Testing. So the sound sounds muffled, and not horrible. I sound clear though. Hello. I don't know. It's just not picking up as well. Okay, we'll do this here. I'm gonna use my hair as a way to get this closer to my face. Testing. Okay. I think this works here. Let's do this. I'm gonna try and test the other sound. All right, using the camera audio or mic. Yeah, so camera mic sounds way better. Okay, all right, let's put this stuff away there. I'll mess with this another night and figure this out. Man, you feel like everything through this camera. It's a lot better. Okay, so let me spit up my gum and we'll get started. A friend of mine just came by. His son was doing some hunting in my backyard and they just caught like an 11-point deer. Freaking crazy. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, just. All right. So what we're gonna do is wire up this cable here. It looks like I bought extra parts today and didn't even think to check what I already have. Story of my freaking life, because I keep doing that. So we have a NEMA 6-50R or 50P for plug, and we have a NEMA 6-50R for receptacle. The receptacle, I will not wire this tonight because I'm waiting for the official cable, or the real cable that I'm going to be using, which I kind of went over in the last stream. It's just going to be the, what do they call it? The metal cladding one. So they have to order that one. It'll be in stock tomorrow. We will be using a dryer plug receptacle, kind of like this here, or not kind of, but this here. This is what you usually use for your dryer plugs. They do have different styles of them where they're a little bit rounder or whatever, but this one, you can wall mount it. This will be a part of an extension cable, basically. So I'll be putting that on. This will go into the panel. That I'll probably just have to record separately. I tested turning off the power in here and what it would do to the stream. Basically, my laptop is underneath the desk, so it'll turn everything off. Or my laptop is closed underneath the desk, so I'd have to move it on top of the desk. I got wires and all types of other stuff going to it. I'll just film it separately. Essentially, I'll wire the whole thing up, wire it to the breaker. We got a 50 amp, 240 volt breaker, or 230, whatever. Yeah, Yeah, 240 breaker. So this is for my panel, and I'll go ahead and wire this in. I'll wire this up on either side. So essentially, this will be the plug, this will be the receptacle, and then I'll have a 20-foot cable so that I can actually test this tonight. And then I'll do the testing and stuff pretty much off stream, or again, probably just doing it. Well, I could probably get the phone and everything working and probably get it back on stream as like a second night or something like that. Probably, or a third night, probably tomorrow or something. So we'll go from there. All right, this night, I don't think it'll be too long. We'll see, but we'll see how all this works. So I was watching a video, which I do have on the smaller part of the screen there. And this guy, he has a Miller XMT 350cc/CV. So upgraded, bigger unit than the one that I have. But the wiring is the same. So on this device, or this welder, I can do single phase and 3-phase. So with 3-phase, you're going to be using the the red. But on single phase, all I will need is the white and the black. Now, there is no talk of neutral in this. It's going to be ground and 2 hots. All right. So this will be essentially, we're going to neuter this, and it'll be much like your 6-2 wire, right? So with your 6-2 wire, it is going to be 6 gauge, and 2 hots and a ground. All right. The ground is never counted, which always annoys me. I'm not going to lie. When it comes to electrical stuff, I am not an electrician by trade. I do a couple things. I did all the lighting in this shop. I did all the wiring actually to this shop. Like, yeah, I wired this whole damn thing. So all the data cabling all the way up to the 100 amp service, the 100 amp service all the way down to the data cabling. So I can do it. It's just being careful and respecting power. Anybody can do electrical work. Electrical work is easy. Electrical work that is up to code is hard. So I try to do it close to code as possible. Hasn't burned down yet. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Hope it stays that way. All right. Wire strip length. So strip cord is shown. Remove cover. Remove strain relief clamp. Connect green lead wire to U-shaped blade with green clamp. Connect the 2 other lead wires to the 2 remaining. Note the polarity of these wires with 125 volt installations. Put the stripped wires into the wire clamps and tighten set screws. Make sure the blade wire clamps are configured as shown. Replace cover and secure with 4 screws. Determine for cord size. Okay, fasten. Okay, great. Instructions. Okay, so that's a plug though. Yeah, okay, that's a plug. So this is, for it's like a 30 amp, 630, okay. All right, so, and with these plugs, you can flip the blades so that they'll be in another configuration for like 30 amp receptacles or plugs. We are doing a 50 amp, so we'll have the blades like this. All right, let's hook up our ground first. My biggest thing is making sure that I have nothing outside. Oh, I guess I waited to do this on stream, but my thing is to make sure we have nothing outside on this. I want it to be long lasting. The original cable, as you saw last night, was corroded, and also not just corroded, but it was, I don't like that. It was not only corroded, but you see that it was some of the wires was exposed. Not a big deal, not the end of the world, so to speak, but we definitely don't want to repeat that. I'm gonna have to strip some of this back. Oh wait, no, maybe we don't. So it says the ground should be our longest wire in this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to strip some of this back. As far as stripping cable back, just be careful. You don't want to nick other conductors. And this is pretty thick coating here, or outer jacket. So you're just gonna scar us a little bit, or score it just a little bit. Nothing too deep. I think I almost touched the red. We're not going to be using the red, so not a big deal, but all the same, you don't want to. So I went a little bit too deep. I didn't nick the red, but went a little bit too deep, so we're not going to go as deep. And honestly, this one I'm playing, not even by ear, but I'm just like, hey, this feels right, and it's going to give me enough here. So, ew. This is nasty. I mean, it's a used machine, so it is what it is. Okay, I need 10 snips. Oh, shoot. I'll make sure I keep it on camera there as best as possible. All right, let's see. Yeah, should we get a little more? Okay. I gotta do some research on Twitch to see the best way to categorize my videos so it gets to the target audience. You know, this is just me somewhat futzing around. I don't want to cut this back too much here, but we don't need all of this. And I don't even think all of it will fit in the plug, so to speak, here. We also want to make sure it doesn't touch anything. One of the videos I just watched, what the guy did is cut it, and then what is the electrical tape? I just brought it in here. It's the electrical tape. I had some electrical tape here. I hate when I do this. Oh man, where did I put my electrical tape? Okay, well, I stuck in the drawer here. Oh, dang it. Oh, I kind of really don't want to leave, but okay. We'll work what we got for now, and then I'll get some electrical tape on this here, probably after stream or something like that. Alrighty, so we cut back our red. I want the jacket to go, oh, it says to have the jacket go. That's fine. So we have that there. Should just be able to clamp this sucker down as is. Yeah, I think it's a good enough amount. We want as much as we can, or as much that can fit. As much as that can fit here, so that we can clamp down on it. Pretty much as much meat as possible, so we can clamp down on that. And then our black is going to go to the gold lead here, and then our white is going to go to the silver, and then our red should just be over here into the corner. And I'll get some electrical tape to cover that up so it's not exposed. We want to make sure that it doesn't touch anything because it could affect the machine. You know, like if I touch the same, it could affect the machine essentially. One thing I do want to check is if there's anything I have to do to the machine itself so that it recognizes the phases. But we'll watch that video here in a moment. And I'm wondering where the hell I put this electrical tape. I had it in there. I must have took it out of my damn pocket again before I got out of my other workshop. That blows. Because I got this. Anyways, let it go. Okay. Another thing is checking our wires to make sure there's no like exposed wire or anything like that. They're mistakenly cut deep or something like that. The only one I was close to was the red, but that doesn't mean the person before me didn't have, well, you know, it got close for him. So we want to make sure that we're good on that. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we're good to go, I think, in terms of having enough in here. So let's go ahead and torque that down. torque that down. Or fasten it, whatever you want to call it. All right, I think that's too much to one side. It'll lift up this side. And we'll do this side here. I guess I should have brought my little mini screw gun. Just so used to that. Yeah. It is indeed working. So the longest on this in terms of wires will be your ground wire coming out of this. And that's just because it's at the top. So we'll work on that one first. Right to the side. All right, and then figure out how to put these together. One thing I want to do is make sure that this stays on the right, these stay on the right side. I've taken a picture beforehand so that I don't have any problems there. Get out of the way. Okay, so how it works. It looks like it just loosens up there. Okay. Oh, went too far. Okay, so got it in a little bit. Then it should go right into the slot here, and then we'll tighten down. Okay. All right. All right. So how did we have it before? I think it was like this. Okay. All right. So let's see how much we need. So we want to be generous, but not too generous, because we have other wires that need to fit in there. These other wires seem like they're going to be pretty easy to just lay it down and that's it. But yeah, let's kind of figure out our placement here. And we should have enough for the red to just sit kind of in the cut here on the side. So that should be good. Let's move this up a little bit. Okay, I think that's a better view. One day I'll add like the chat to the stream. Actually, I can kind of do that now. Overlays. No, that is camera source scene. Recording options window. And then I can do chats. I'm not gonna do chat somewhere. Yeah. I mean, I can at least see it, but actually, let's do this. I wonder if I can add it. Yeah, I'll figure it out next time. I'll add the chats over to here. That's where I can see it on my screen, so that'd be cool to add that. I mean, it'll be very disheartening because nobody sees anything or nobody's here, just me. But just gotta grind it out and stick with it. But at least I can see it on my screen. So actually, I want to test that. I know it works because I've used this before. So cool. Cool. Yeah, that works. All right. So yeah, let's actually get some stuff done here. All right. Enough of that. Yeah. So it should be like this. Okay. And it fits in there. And we also, again, you want to be generous, but at the same time, like, you also have to think about the fact that this could touch another wire, and you don't want that. Especially grounding things out or anything like that. So I'm gonna pinch it right there. And yes, I could read the instructions, the manual, but I can kind of eyeball it too. These strippers look weird, but they're really cool. They look like a dinosaur, a pterodactyl. The video I was watching earlier, it actually has the guy reading the manual or the instructions for his plug that he has, which is why I read mine, but I didn't, I'm not watching that video now. Okay. All right. So I want to get it through, but I don't want to poke out too much. But this is actually a perfect cut or exposure of the wire. Not too much, just enough for what we need and for the metal to make contact and clamp down on it. I hope those that do watch eventually, you can always catch these videos on YouTube. I simulcast pretty much. So if you want to watch on YouTube, you can. Same content, same time. I cast to both services. But hope you're having a good day. Today wasn't so bad. Got some stuff done for work and for myself. So with this one as well, I want to, this wire's a little bit on the gnarly side to deal with. It doesn't move, or it's not as malleable. It's not as easy to move there. So, right there. And take that out. And the same thing. And one thing we can do as a guide, just thought about this, is just stick it in there and see how much is exposed and what's left. All right, not too far out. Stick it in there and there you go. Right. Don't need to use that. I can use the blade. Good. You just need to make a nice little mark. Show us where we're gonna tamp off here. Or what we're gonna cut off here. And just make sure. Just enough, baby. Just enough. A little bit more, actually. This is, I'm sure an electrician is looking at this and just cringing, but this is, yeah, I don't want to do much more than that. Okay. Okay, so I need, okay. Okay, so we got our white done. Uh-oh, did we do it the wrong way? No, that seems to be fine. Okay. Again, these wires are so tight, and then the spacing, it's kind of like you just have to be really exact with it. Come on. Once it's in, like, then you'll have quote unquote the extra spacing that you need or needed, or you'll have what you need more than anything. All right. I don't like it. I am not a fan. Cable, the thing is, the prong is not straight. Okay. That's in. That is in. As I said, I'll just tuck this red here. Yeah, I'll tuck this red like right here. So it'll be to the side there. Wouldn't mind. Yeah. Down the middle would be better though. See, it's coming up too freely. Like once you put the backing on, I'm not gonna have too many problems. It's not gonna move. But for now, don't like that. Make sure this red is free. Okay, or cut free. That was easier to get back in. Just looking at this to see if like they're level somewhat. So. Okay. All right. So same thing here. This we will have. Guess we'll learn from our mistake here, but. Yeah, we'll learn from our mistakes. See what we can do here. Okay. Okay. And the notch was this way. Same thing, we'll just unscrew this without trying to impale our finger. Just, no. Okay. So we're doing something a little bit different, and it's not working. It's not working because it was too tight. Yeah, doing too much. Let that go in there like that. Cut this off right about there. And then go ahead and do what I was doing before. Let's go ahead and score it. Also, try your best. Don't be like me and leave an open blade. You gotta do. Okay, notch should be pointing towards the top. When I say notch, there's like a little notch in here, right there, right there. So I'm just having that point towards the top of the thing, top of the plug. Okay. Trying to hold it, but it doesn't make any sense to hold it the way I'm doing it. Shorten up the screwdriver. Get it kind of tight and then adjust. Okay. Cool. All right, not too much here. Okay. This one feels a little bit easier to push in. Oh, not really. Okay, as we're getting like closer to it, closer to the bottom of it here. Not sure how. I guess honestly it would have been better if I went around. Wait. Oh, no. Okay, I did it right. White. Yeah, I did it right. It's just still too long though. Oh, it's no bueno. It's no bueno. I don't like it. All right, let's see how it works when I put the head on or the cover on. The hardest thing about electrical to me is like the end termination sometimes, because things are just so tight. Like this part is just like, hey, I would rather not do this. We still got a little bit of the white showing. You can barely see it. Like yeah, you can barely see it. But okay, all right. So the only thing is this red is exposed. What we want to do is take the screwdriver and see if I can move this down. No, this is not good enough. It's not good enough. Not good enough. All right. See what happened. I think I just had it too extended and not where it's like gonna rest. So therefore, it's just too much, too long. So I'm gonna have that there. Yeah, too much. And I kind of do it this way. All right, we can cut this off. Then okay. All right, so now we have that. Let's loosen this up a bit so it can get in there easy. Let me tighten it down. Yep, not too much cable exposed. Good, good, good. See, now I can't get it in. It's rough to get it in. I might have to loosen up the collar. If anything, I gotta like put it in while it's already in the slot. This does not work. Come on. Almost there. Yeah, there we go. Little exposed there. Okay. All right. I need to get electrical tape. Stand by. Okay, I'm Bizak. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. All right. I don't need that. Watch. I brought this, which I had another package of. And watch, I'm gonna find the other one. As soon as I start opening this, it's gonna pop out of somewhere. I feel like a whole duck. It's probably like under the keyboard. Probably fell to the side. Always my luck. Anyways. My feeble attempt of tearing it off. You know, I always like a good pair of tin snips because, I mean, they cut damn near everything, which is awesome. Okay, so we have this red in here. I don't think it should cut. Let's free all of these first. No, we really can't. Damn. That's the sucky thing about these damn. When they have these things so tight, man. Or you have to not a lot of space to work with. Anyways, let's try it. We got more stuff to terminate tonight, so me taking all day. This. Okay. Ooh. So we have a little bit of a cut here, a little bit of a cut there. So let's fix that. Not really fixed, but let's put a band-aid on it at least. Because there's going to be some juice flowing through this plug. Yeah, tuck that in. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so here, all right, push, push, push. Come on. Sorry. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So then it should catch the nuts there. Do diagonal. So we'll have this wired for single phase 240. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay. Make sure this cable's straight. It's not like all screwed up. Okay. Enough bending over. There's something. There we go, I think. That's a part of the problem there. The dang nut is all the way at the top, away from the screw. That just makes it harder. All right. Well, I don't even have that on camera. I'm just screwing it in. Okay. Don't want to over tighten, but I want to make sure screws are tightened to the same. Okay. That looks good, feels good. Getting a little bit of resistance from it. Okay. So just checking, making sure that this right here there's like not too much of a gap there. Same on this side. Push it down. There's a little bit of you can't see it. You really can't see it, not unless you're here. Okay. Hey man, we got it. We got the plug. We got a plug. Got a plug. That's the biggest thing. That's the first big thing right there. Hey, you got a plug. I like it. I'm excited. All right. Okay. So next, let's get a receptacle wired. This right here is going to be a little bit harder on one side because I've never done it. Well, it's a receptacle, so we have 6-2 wire here. Kind of the same thing, right? Like we just wired that. You have your ground or your exposed ground here. And then you have your white and then your black. So these are going to be too hot. Sometimes in your panel, this might be, at the end of the day, it's all copper. But this might be, what is it called? Red and black. Like I have 3 wires running into, I have 100 amp service coming to this building. Comes in through 3 wires that are aluminum. And I have 2 hots, a neutral, and a ground. So that's like, I forgot what gauge that is. It's like SER wire or something like that. I forgot what it is exactly, but that has a red, a black, a white, and a green ground, right? Sometimes the ground is exposed because it's a ground. It's just it should flow to the, what's it called? To the ground. So this This is temporary, so I'm going to wire it directly into our breaker and then have a receptacle. So we'll start off cutting stuff again. I cut it back already, so I'm just going to cut it back a little bit more. Score that lightly. That's way more than enough right there. Like I probably went a little bit too deep on that. Not much, but it was almost like too perfect. So it's too perfect. It's too close, to be honest. And we're going to rip the jacket back a little bit, and then we'll have these two landed in here. I don't believe it matters, really. Yeah, it shouldn't really matter, which is on what. But yeah, all right, cool. Actually, I think the black, I'll have to look at what's already in the panel, and I'll land it the same way. In fact, let's go look at that panel before we wire this up here. Okay, gonna add I know it's dark for you guys, or blacked out for you all, for those that are watching. And then I'm gonna have camera, source, camera, iPhone camera. All right, cool. So, So yeah, let's go look at. Let's look at this. That's cool, man. Like that's like the whole setup there. That's nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So in our panel, we'll have our breaker oriented this way. So in this case, the red will be the white. So we'll blend the black on top and match that, basically. But trying to grain all this myself and put all that stuff in there. It just has a junction for the exterior cable here to the interior cable there, just to make it easier to get into the box. All right, cool. So we will get that going there. Get our aluminum ground. We have to land. So I have to turn all this off, so you won't wire anything up, but you won't see that part because I don't feel like getting electrocuted just for anything. But I'll probably take out this 30 amp, move it down, and then put the 50 amp right underneath the 100 amp breaker. Okay. All right. You know what we're gonna do? Oh, I like this because I finally got this like after a couple of years of just having it as a mess. Finally got it looking a lot better. So it's just kind of like coming from the feed from the house, fiber optic coming in, and then cooling system. But yeah. All right. Let's get her done. Okay, so we will switch back to desk cam. Let's keep we'll pause the iPhone feed. Cool. All right, so now we know how we need to land it. Essentially, it'll go into the breaker box like this. This is the middle portion of it. This is where, of course, the wires are. Black is on top there. All right, cool. We're just, some of these, yeah, okay, we got a strip guide here. So right there. Nope, not gonna work on this. We should get scored enough here. No. Nope. These pliers. That didn't work. So we'll use our other strippers here. Okay. I'll adjust this. This might be too big for it. Should be subtracting here, so it could be wider. Oh, but now we're working. Okay, maybe I can do it in this. I haven't stripped this type of wire in a while, so I forgot what I used to use. If you're an electrician, avert your eyes. So I think I just gotta score it all the way around, and then I can peel it off. And then use tin snips here. Usually I have something where you can you spin it around it, but I don't have such a tool. Definitely not for a wire this size. I'm gonna need something though, because I gotta run the permanent cable. This is just a temporary, so I can test. Go. Good. Yep, cutting around it helped a little bit. Not the prettiest, that's for damn sure. All right, as I said, should be here like so, and we will loosen this up. Loosen these jaws up here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Loosen this up. Let's put the white at the bottom first. This is copper touching aluminum, it looks like. So it should be fine. I don't think I need any anti-ox. You use that usually with aluminum cable so it doesn't corrode or rust over time. But I don't believe I need anti-ox. And honestly, this won't be in there long enough. I'll have to research that just to make sure. All right, get that nice and snug. Official. That is a technical term. Nice and snug. I need a flashlight because I gotta turn this power off and it gets pitch black in here. I think I should have a flashlight in that toolbox over there. All right, so we got it landed in there well enough. Essentially, this will be our plug, and then we should have enough to ground or add to our get this to our bus bar, our ground bus bar. Let's cut this back a little bit more just to make sure. Okay, nice and light. Don't gotta overdo it. And this I won't. We don't need the sheathing here. Scratch myself. Then we can just do. And I'm just doing this for somewhat neatness. Like I can reuse this cable later as a small extension cord, so to speak, with a proper plug on the other side. So this will have some use after the fact. This is just impatience and I guess content creation. I could have waited like a day and not have to spend this money on this cable. It wasn't much, I forgot. The invoice say $44. So $2 a foot pretty much, or $2.20 a foot for 20 feet here. So okay, so we're good. Let's make sure that's in the off position so we don't put that bitch in there live, but we're gonna shut the whole panel off anyway. And we can connect and disconnect with the panel on, it's like you can do that, but you can also drive very fast around a corner, see what happens to you. Okay. All right, so this here, we are going to wire the receptacle, and this is what our handy dandy fancy plug is going to go into. The only thing I don't like about these is that it's like you gotta plug it in upside down. So you have to mount these upside down, which is like weird to me. But they're never really mounted upside down. They're always mounted like this, and then the plug goes in there like this. I mean, you see it with the dryer usually, but I don't know. Anyways, I never liked that. Never liked that. Alrighty, so here we'll have it come in from the bottom. Again, this is going to be a temporary solution. Well, actually, no, this side is actually going to be permanent. So it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly up in here. So we're going to do the knockout for the whole thing. So this is a 1 inch. So we'll do that whole knockout there. Oh, this is the part that sucks. Oh, gosh. That's the part that does suck for real. All right. That's how it's got to be, I guess. want to break this plastic, but it's like making it hard for me. Shouldn't need those anymore. I guess it's good enough. Guess not. I really don't know why. I mean, it's good construction, it's good metal, but Jesus, making it hard. Like if it's a panel that's mounted somewhere, not a problem. You can do this. Something's not going to move. Look at it. Now I bent the damn metal. Great. Oh. I'm sure there's a tool for this. And it ain't the one I'm using. It's going to break. I don't want these edges to cause a problem. It's supposed to snap off too, man. Why are you so strong? Damn, it's just like... It's like not welded on, but like since they pressed it, I guess it's like pressed metal here. Since they pressed it, it's like hard to get this off. Like still like really well connected. Oh man. How am I gonna do this? It's perfect size when it's out though. Guess I go back to what I was doing. Can I... I'm gonna screw this together. Wait. How does this thing stick together? Doesn't even have a screw. What the fudge? How do you screw this thing together? Oh. Oh. Okay. Just a single. Fudge. What you got all these screws for? Anyways. Should be. All right, so they'll stick together. Just need one little piece to break, and then once that breaks, it's over. Oh, what did I do? Did I knock the stream out? What the fudge? No way. Weird. My screen went out. Guess all this banging did something to it. That's weird. All right. Well, stream is still going, so that's good. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Damn. Okay. Close, though. Close. A lot closer. This is crazy. It shouldn't be this hard to where it damages the box to get it out. Guess not everything's going to be perfect coming out of manufacturing, but damn. Now everything shows back up. Jeez, this is ridiculous. Oh, I hate little things like this, man. It's like freaking take forever and derail the whole thing. Oh, wow. It's already 9. We're past 9. Great. It is what it is. Let me get the dog back in the house because it's getting kind of cold out. I mean, I can always bang this back in place, you know, and straighten it out. You know, that's like not a big deal. It's just getting that piece off is a pain. I really don't know why it's doing that. Anyways. Ouch. Kind of sort of the worst thing you could do is like cut these things, but I'm not sure what else to do at this stage. Frustrated. See what else I got in here to do something to this thing. Nothing. Okay, so this is a pain here. It's like little things like this always want to derail your stuff. And the thing is, I don't want to just stick the cable through this hole here without some type of like softer surface, you know? But do that. I mean, again, it's not like something fancy here, and it's too small to get an angle grinder in there. Not small enough for a Dremel. Yeah, we got something for this. We got something for this, bitch. We're gonna cut that sucker. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think we have just enough on this cutting wheel. It's kind of down for the noob, but okay. Safety second. Motivation to get this shit done first. Kind of trying to test this out before I turn it all the way up. This little Dremel will make sparks fucking fly. Alright. Oh, I got sparks coming off that thing. Gotta protect the eyes. It's working though. This is working. Press that blade and I think we're good. So I'll cut off most of this here with the tin snips, and that should leave only just what needs to be cut. This we could probably work off. Yeah, real nice. See if we work this off too. Yep. Oh, sweet. All right. Now let's bang this back into shape here. Ooh. All right. Can't get in there. Like, not unless I like bend this thing back. I don't want to mess it up even further. Yeah, that's straight enough. That is straight enough considering. All right. All right, so tools back in place here. Oh, this cart is getting heavier. More tools, more problems. We gotta put those back, put that back, and this. We're gonna put our shield right here now. All right, and then this is. This is done. Thank you very much. Actually, oh no, we don't throw this away. No, gotta buy another one of those. That's where the disc goes on to. All right, that worked out great. Thank goodness for a Dremel. Thank goodness to my past self who bought the Dremel. You're the real MVP. All right, so now we can place this through here, put it on our bushing, and then we have a nice, all right, well, we'll fix this because we gotta get I don't have a 1-inch conduit nut here, so anyways, that'll work. We only really need it for tonight. I'll fix this up proper tomorrow. I have to go home Lowe's. Okay. Okay. All right. So now get this shit out the way. What do we got? So we have. So we should cut this right about here. We'll cut to where we have. Yeah, we'll cut right about here. Nice and gentle. Don't go through your hand. There's no point in being. The roughest we get when we're like scoring something like this is usually like at the end. I usually like flick the knife off. Not necessary, but that's the roughest. Like that's the roughest I'll get with this. Peel the jacket back. Oh, trash. Not all of it, at least. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I guess we could use that thing. All right. Okay, so as we know, this is pretty difficult cable to work with. The crazy thing is how do we put this in? Okay, so we have a little bit different mechanism, but pretty much the same. We have to loosen this up so that this opens up to where we can put our wire in. Right. And that's a. Oh man, I don't think that's enough. That is not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, if it was like the other wire, cool, but this wire, no. If it was the wire that came out of the machines, a little bit more pliable. This one, not so much. It's a little bit sturdier. Okay. The ground will be easy. That one, I don't think we have to adjust for. And this one, okay, so let's feed it through. We'll have pretty much this much to deal with here. Now we're gonna have to cut some off. So let's get our wires placed. Let's get our ground placed here. Okay. That's too tight. Oh shit, it's not even going through. Come on. Yeah, maybe. Don't stab me. All right, so then this. All right, cool. Come on, pull. Let me pull. Well, I wonder, is there something stopping it? Okay. Okay. All right. It's kind of just like tough in there. I don't know how my other cable's gonna go through. This shit is. Maybe we could take it off. Oh, how you gonna put it back on? Why can't it be? Why can't you be more like the other one? Okay. This here should, I should be able to pull this through. hurt myself. Pull out easy, but I can't push it in. Don't want it to expose, so we will cut right about here. We'll cut right about here. Taking my time on this one because this part I've never done. Like a receptacle like this. They're quote unquote similar. Definitely not all the same, but similar. So I'm trying to. Okay. What are we doing here? So we can use the wire clamp at this point here. So this should keep it from pulling out. Don't know. Yeah, it should be enough. And then which screws are we going to use? I don't think it's going to be the small ones. This will help keep it in place. I mean, I'm going to have to take it apart again once I get a proper wire nut, but I might do that later on down the road, if anything. Might not be the right screw for it, but could be my problem here. Oh, not facing the right way. Okay, that would definitely help. Need to put it a little bit in the conduit here, or the coupler or whatever. Come on. At least get it started. And then once I get it started, I can do the rest. Let's just get it started, then we can probably get it in the hole or in position. Jeez. Yeah, let's see if we can just do it without it on there. Make it easier. Should be facing the same way. That way we got the same thread. Our thread is going in the same direction. Now we really got to question if this is the right screw or not. But I don't know how the other screw is going to work, because that is, no, that's right. All right, and then we can slide it over the wire. So it'd be good to have a screw gun. I got like a mini one, but it's in the house, so that is not too close to my garage. Oh. All right, and then slide it over here, like so. Okay. And now I could put it in the conduit like this. And then I think I could just, it may not matter. Yeah, it may not matter. All right, should we just make sure it stays on the wire then? Okay. It should not allow the wire to slip out. Kind of just feeling for it in terms of tightness and even tightness. So that shouldn't come out. It'd be wobbly, but it shouldn't come out. All right, then now take this and cut it to length. Okay. Cut it to length. Right about there. Marker. That's one thing, like, I have like a lot of tools and toolboxes over the years. And really, tools and toolboxes are like a whole convenience thing. Like, you want to make it as convenient as possible. Like, I can just, oh, okay, here, there's a marker. I have some of my tools in the house, or most of my tools in the house, but at the same time, like, I can still do all of this here as needed. Okay, this is not good. I mean, we can work with it, but it's not good. We'll just have to take off. We'll take the whole screw out. Oh, maybe we can. Can we? Oh, man, we can't take the screw out. Great. Oh, man. All right. Ouch. Freaking pinch my finger. Cool. All right. Well, learned our lesson on that one. Slow. Slow. Nice and slow. Okay. This is a shit fucking connector, bro. If I had to, definitely would try the other style over this one. This one's a nicer receptacle in terms of like mounting and looking kind of complete. But the other one, which is more of a round, just like round here, and then has like a cylinder. It's like two cylinders perpendicular to one another. Versus this one, it's just a straight, nicer rectangle. But I'm not a fan of this thus far, and I don't think I'll be able to get my wires fit in the way I need to without, I don't know, finagling and damaging this shit. Okay, so we gotta see. So big wire goes on there. So big wire should be to the black. Again, it shouldn't matter, but I just try to match it up due to paranoia. But this should go like this. And then this will be small prong. We got the big prong, small prong. It's just how are we gonna do this, man? And you know what? I think I got to take this off. Or I can loosen it now, at least. I can loosen it now and pull the cable. Well, can't pull it too far because the ground is in place or tightened down. All right. I can't do much with that ground in place. All right, so I guess, okay, ground in place. And then what we'll do is we'll have to cut this. We'll cut it to where we need it. Mark it. This is where it ends. This is where it gets unsheathed. Same thing over here. Okay. So those are going to be where we cut. Ow! Oh my goodness. Hey, sir! What's up? Okay. Okay, so we'll widen this here, or loosen. Should widen that. And then same thing here. They got like little tabs at the end, so they don't come out all the way, which is good and bad. But ooh, oh, great. This ground's got to go in last or something. Big one's going to be the dark one. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right. Come on, man. It's always this last bit, man. Again, the hardest thing for me is like dealing with this stuff, and then you have to make sure that all of the strands get in there. Okay, come on. This is giving me a better view here. Okay, all right. Re-engage. So you can see that this is most definitely a pain, but it's like getting the right angle for this is such an issue. Yeah, I don't even think this is going to be the right wire or gauge. Wait. Bitch, what? Oh, man. I think... No. That can't be it. Okay, so these... Oh, okay, so there's like a little notch. So this shouldn't move as freely as it does. So there's a little notch, and it should go into that. Oh, okay, shit, because I'm about to bang that ass. Stop playing. Okay. So there's a little notch. It goes there, but it doesn't allow me to get it all the way in here. So that could be just the cable is not the right size. Or, okay, it could slide underneath it. So it could slide in or underneath it. And if it's underneath, oh yeah, this makes so much more sense. Okay. So, all right, this is, I think I'm getting this. I can do this. I got the OS Bot 2 cameras, which are really nice. Which is really nice. And it allows me to tilt it from the computer and zoom in. So I'm able to do this from my mouse. which is cool. Oh, wait. Okay. Too much of me. All right. And then cool. All right. Using technology to do cool shit. Okay. So it has these little notches here that that are right here. It has little notches here. It has these notches, and then that goes into this notch. And I think what happens is I can loosen this up to the point where the wire's tight in there. But what I'm seeing, it's not like that I have to get the wire through this loop here. I have to get the wire underneath here. But what I'm seeing though is that it's not, the wire may not be big enough. It's kind of what I'm witnessing here. It's either that or I get it in the notch and then I tighten it between the screw. Yeah, but the screw's not, it's not giving me many options here. Like even if I go here, what am I gonna do? Like I can't go further down. Like is my wire not big enough then? Tell you, man. You know what? We'll just call this a waste. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna use this. It's a waste. Whatever. Spent money for nothing. We'll use this type of connector here. This is where it's gonna be. This is eventually what it's gonna be in anyway. So, and these are a lot easier. So we got our screws. We just pop the wires in there and go from there. I got to cut back more sheathing, so that's a waste of cable, but live and you learn. And I ain't got time to burn, baby. Oh, good. And again, like it doesn't have to, like this is not something I'm gonna have permanent and having people step over it and shit. Like this is really just for tonight because I really want to get this thing going and I really want to burn some freaking rods, man. Like I'm really excited about welding in terms of like the level of fabrication and stuff that I can do. That's pretty freaking sweet. I love it. So I'm really like excited to do this. Even like just spending the extra money to put this all together. Like I could have just waited a couple hours, but I would have to go through the workday and I'd be thinking about it. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't have that much patience when it comes to certain things, man. It ain't in me. But, excuse me, these dogs are going off. Okay. So, there should be a strip guide. Okay, strip. Okay, so double, essentially, marker. Kind of like barely cutting into these. Really just trying to light press. Nothing too serious. I don't know if I just mentioned it earlier on in the stream, but like my long guy, his son just caught an 11-point buck in my backyard. He had to pull that sucker out, man. They said that there's 3 of them that had to pull that sucker out. He was about 180 something pounds, he said. My dogs are going off, and I mentioned that because my dogs might be going off at like a deer or something. Our neighbor was out a second ago, but ain't there no more. I'm about to put them dogs inside though, but I'll see if as much as I can do as much as I can. Oh, I done like zoomed all the way out. Or zoomed all the way in. Yeah, put these dogs away because one is getting cold and two, they are making way too much noise. But I don't like to put them in this early though, so. All right, but we're close. So the big one will be black here. Oh, it's gonna be so much easier. So much easier. Jesus. So much easier. This is like wiring the breaker side. Spent way too much time on that other one. I mean, it is what it is, but Jesus. All right, let's double check here. Come on. All right. Okay. Yeah. So that's done. A lot of wire is exposed on this white wire here. So let's see if we can push that in more. It's too much. It ain't nothing to cut that wire off. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks better. Come on. Get it. There we go. Whew. Okay. So really that's it. So there's not much I can do more on stream because I have to turn the power off. to put this breaker in. So I guess next stream, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do some stuff tonight off stream, but I'm gonna go ahead and shut the power off, install this breaker with this temporary joint here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I've done worse. Like I've done stuff like this before. Like anytime I have a new building built on my property here, literally it's just I have something that's hooked. Like most of the buildings when I'm wiring the electrical, I just wire it from like using an extension cord and something like this, and then provide power to the whole, like through the breaker panel and everything. So I'll have like a 20 amp circuit plugged into a 100 amp breaker and powering like the whole panel, and then I can test and start wiring, the whole building itself. So I've done stuff like this before. Um, it usually, everything turns out okay. You do have to respect power. Make sure wires aren't touching in terms of your your grounds and stuff. Nothing's exposed on here. So pretty neat connection there. And I'll be doing the same thing, reusing this anyway. Um, what I'll probably do is take this apart, put it in a proper gang box like this with the proper, uh, you know, um, conduit and everything else like that, and tighten it down. That way, I have a more of a permanent solution for this, like extension cord, so to speak. Taking it off the breaker and everything. But the biggest thing is going to be wiring this into the panel. That's the only thing I like not worry about, but that's going to be the next hard thing. So that's going to cause me to have the power off for a long period of time. All right. With that being said, with all that being said, I'm going to end the stream. But when all said and done, next time we'll be able to hook this sucker up and plug her in, just like that. All right. Peace. Appreciate you all.